Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming on Caffeine. My name is Isaac and we are back playing some more Cities Skylines Snowfall. Jeez, it has been quite a while since the last episode. I do apologize, but we are back and we are going to play quite a bit more of this because I've been really enjoying this game off camera in my own personal time. I just haven't been recording a whole lot of it, but always snowy. Last episode was a live stream and overall I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. We've got a lot of money, we've got a lot of people, and we're making a lot of money, but a few things that I'm not really too happy about. Number one is that we have, I think, quite a few ill people. Yeah, a few people dying, people not getting where they need to be, a few dumpsters that are full, but mostly, I think the city looks a little bit terrible. I'm not gonna lie, not gonna sugarcoat it. I think it looks a little bit awful. I think there are definitely some things that we could work on to make it look a little bit nicer. First of all, this thing over here, this massive, like, highway loop road thing. I don't know what I was thinking when I made this. It really does make no sense at all, because we could just have one road, and then instead of like these two weird off-ramp highways, we could just have the one off-ramp that is this guy over here. So I'm not quite sure why I thought this was a good idea a few weeks ago, but I did it, but we're gonna get rid of it. And also, we have quite a few traffic issues. If we go to the traffic tab here, there was a lot of red, like an awful lot of red, and as a bunch of people in the comment section of the last episode pointed out, the main reason for that is because we don't have an awful lot of highway connections. Like, we have a few, and then like a bunch of area in the middle here. So like for this area, there are 3 entries, here, here, and here, and then everybody wants to inside kind of has to just like go everywhere. They kind of clog up, and it's hard for them to get on and off of the highway, especially like this output here. To get to this output, you got to drive all the way around this thing, round here, back round here, and back into here. It's a massive mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and implement a few more highways throughout the city to make it a lot easier for people to get on and off of the highway, and we're going to start by pausing the game and doing quite a bit of road maintenance. The first thing we're going to do is get rid of all of this road. This massive thing here, it's going to be gone. Now, one thing that I did not know you could do is you can hold down the left mouse button and then just drag, and it will just destroy anything that is the same thing that you originally destroyed. So for instance, I can't destroy buildings right now, but if I just keep the mouse held down, I can destroy all of this stuff. I had no idea this was a thing, but I was just Googling it now, and it is super easy. So I'm going to get rid of all of this. It's going to cause a bit of an issue with power, a bit of an issue with traffic, garbage, all that stuff, but we'll pause the game, and we're going to try and rebuild pretty much all of this stuff before anything comes back. I'm going to get rid of all of these roads that are horrible, like all of these weird little things that we've set up. Like this here is what is that? All right, we're gonna get rid of all of that, and we're probably also gonna end up getting rid of an awful lot of this middle section here, because my plan is to have one set of highway here that goes all the way down, has one of those big roundabouts in the middle to connect this area and this area, and then we'll probably have it continue on all the way up here, and we'll have the highway connect up to this highway, so that you don't have to go like through these little this whole area to get from this highway to this highway, because that's not what we want. We shouldn't really have this here where you have a highway that connects to a normal road and then into like a suburb. I think it's a bit of a bad road design plan. So we're gonna get rid of like all of this stuff around here, this massive roundabout, and then we're gonna get rid of quite a bit of this. I think I'm gonna try my best to keep the tram here. We've got this tram line. We have broken it. What I think I'm gonna have to do is either have that go above or under the highway that we're about to build. I don't know if the people living here are going to like it too much, because it's probably going to get a lot louder around where these guys are, thanks to the noise from the highway. But we can probably invest in the highway barriers with soundproofing on them, so that they don't like produce as much sound, and hopefully people won't complain as much. But we'll see. So we're going to get rid of all of this all the way up to here, and all of this down here. Alright, so we've now got a nice blank slate. We've made a bit of a mess, but we made a nice blank slate. And so, what I'm thinking is, first things first, let's get rid of these two. And let's find out where I'm going to put this big thing. So, I'm thinking right about there. That lines up nicely with the middle of this. It doesn't quite line up with this over here, but that's fine. We can go ahead and reconnect these up like so. We can put some more stuff there. I'm not a fan of this. I'm not gonna lie. I know it was working before, but I'm really not a fan of how it looks. I'm also not a fan of this like slant we've got going on here. So I'm gonna get rid of this for now. If we do need to rebuild it, well, I'm hoping we don't have to rebuild it. I'm gonna try my best to make it so we don't have to rebuild that, so that the road just works nicely without it. Let's try and reconnect that up. Beautiful. Beautiful, look at that. Okay, so, we'll come back to this section and how I'm going to connect this up in a second. For now, let's look at this. So what I'm thinking is I'm not a fan of these, like, little curves that we've been having. Like, before, if I try and pull these straight up like this, it doesn't work. And up until now, what I usually do is kind of build it and then do a bit of a curve like this. And I'm not a fan of that. I don't like how that looks. So instead, what I'm going to do is all the way back here, I think I'm going to do a bit of a turn. Now, I'm thinking, do I want another one of these? I'm thinking we might want another one of these right here, so that we can connect up to this highway, as well as connecting up the the garbage guys, because the garbage guys down here do take up a lot of the traffic. Like, they cause a lot of traffic. So what I'm thinking is we do that, we bulldoze this here a little bit, and then we kind of have this connect up to this. Possibly. This is like, it's real weird, because we're going from this massive highway road to these little tiny roads, but I think what we'll do is something like that, and then something like that. Beautiful. So now the garbage guys can get in and out nice and easily, especially over to this section. And then it's just, see, this also has this weird curve to it, which I'm not a fan of. I like nice straight lines within my city, which is not to say I'm a fan of the massive grid system we've got, because looking back at it, I'm not truly a huge fan of all the grids that we've got. And going forward, I'm going to try and mix it up a little bit in terms of how we lay our city out. But for now, let's see about making this look a little bit better. How can I, without going on like a complete, like, it's real weird, because this isn't even straight either. Now, you know what? We're going to come back to that as well. For now, we're going to first of all bulldoze these so that we can make some space for some stuff. And if you're wondering what all of these are, like these random little end of road segments, we have quite a lot of them in the middle here. Some of them are bus lines. Like if we go here, there are 2 bus lines. Oh, are there? Oh, is that a metro? Okay, there might be a metro under there as well that is not being taken care of. We'll fix. Yeah, look, it's right there. Look, we demolished a road connection. They don't connect up. That's fine. It's fine. We'll fix all that stuff in due time. For now, let's go back to here and let's try and connect up these two. So which one's going out? It's this one going out. So we're gonna go across. Do I want to go across and in, or do I want to? You know what? Yeah, we will. We'll do that, and then we'll do something that looks a little bit like that. Sure, this is going to cause probably a bit of traffic, because traffic, of course, has to slow down as it turns around the corner, and it actually does do that within the game. So as the traffic comes up here, it will slow down, and we might see a bit of like a backlog here, especially if there's a lot of people turning off, or if there's a lot of traffic on this section, which there might well be. But we'll look into that when it actually happens. For now, let's go ahead and turn all those around. By the way, if you place down the road the wrong way around, which I just did there because it was easier, if you grab this tool down here and just right-click, it will switch the road around, something I didn't know until recently. Pretty cool little trick for turning the road around there. And then all we need to do now is kind of bring this all the way out here. So we're going to go back to a straight road. The music has stopped, and it's got like eerily quiet real quick, which is a little scary. But we're going to kind of make it as straight as possible. And then we're going to have to bulldoze a few more bits over here and get rid of some of these. And by the way, our population is going to go down pretty quickly. It's not going to plummet. Like I don't think it's going to go below 25, which I know is 10,000, like a third of our population. But it is going to plummet pretty badly because of all the stuff that we just demolished here. But hopefully, it's not going to be too bad. So I want this to go all the way out to the edge here. And then, of course, we're going to bring this back just a bit. And we're going to connect this up. Now, this one is probably going to be a nice rounded one like that. I'm not a huge fan because it's a very sharp turn. I kind of think what we'll do is we'll have it. I want it to, I don't know. Let's go ahead and bring this up. Let's bring this up to be in line with the other one here. Let's line this one up. Again, we're going to have to quickly grab ourselves this tool and go and reverse the whole thing here. Cool stuff. Now we've got to connect this up. So I could do like a one of these things down here and do a bit of a sharp turn like there and across. And I think I don't know though. I don't know. This bridge looks pretty cool actually. I think we might just leave it like that. Is that straight? It's real tight. It's real tight. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's a bit tight, but it's fine. Okay, cool. So let's go back to our 2-lane roads here, and let's try and fix up some of the mess that we've made, because we have made quite a bit of mess. Now, one thing we do need to think about here is that we've got this highway, but we need to have a way for people to get on and off of the highway using these on and off ramps we've been using up until now. So we do need to rebuild quite a bit of roads, but we also need to leave quite a bit of space either side of the highway so that we can connect things up like this and allow people to easily get on and off of the highway whenever they want. So I'm going to try and bring everything in on both sides a little bit. But also, I don't want to have too much space, like, between the highway and the buildings, so I don't want to have a massive gap. I might sound like I'm rambling, but don't worry. I have an idea. I have a plan for what I'm going to do. So let's move the high school, and let's go ahead and move this back just a little bit. We're going to get rid of all these guys. Sorry, guys. I know. Sorry. All right. We're going to get rid of all those guys, and we are going to go ahead and connect this up a little. This is, why is this a 6-lane road? Why? Hold on. I'm changing it from a 6-lane road back to a 2-lane road because it doesn't need to be a 6-lane road. I have no idea why it's a 6-lane road. But let's go ahead and let's take this up. Let's get rid of this. So I don't like this either, this underground thing here. Hopefully, people will be able to use the highway to get across pretty soon. And then let's go back up a level. And let's try to connect this back up again. So up. And then let's just bring this up. Now, where do I want that to connect to? Do I want that connecting to... You know what? You know what? We're going to upgrade these to 2-lane roads. We're going to upgrade these guys to 2-lane roads once we move whatever it is that's causing the issue, which I think is this oh, it's a fire school. I thought it was an elementary school. All right, let's upgrade this. Again, going to destroy quite a lot of buildings, but we'll do that, and then we'll connect this up like so. Okay, and that leaves a ton of space here for us to connect this up. So what I'm going to do is, for now, we're going to kind of hook this up like so. Which way is that going? That's going out. And so we want people to be able to get off the highway this way. So we'll allow people to get off like that. And then we'll also allow people to get on like that. Sure, so now people can get on and off of the highway, and then we'll see how that works. We'll see if that's enough off-ramps and on-ramps to make this work, and we'll see how the traffic goes. If it's fine, we'll probably build like quite a nice bit of area in the middle here. And also, I did say that I was going to use these highway roads with sound barriers in the middle here, which I haven't done, but I probably should quickly go and do just so that people don't complain about noise all over the flipping place. You know, I'm going to undo that because that looks a little bit awful, but there we go. So hopefully that's going to... I don't know how that's going to dampen noise all too much, but you know what? I have faith in the game, so we'll go ahead and leave it like that. I do not want that. I want that and that. Beautiful. Okay, so I think this area here should be fine. Now we need to do the same thing up in this area, and I think, again, we are going to do pretty much the same thing. We're going to upgrade all of these middle roads to 2-lane roads, like this, which, again, is going to knock quite a few people out, but should be fine. And then we'll go ahead and just connect that up at the top, like so. That's going to, again, all these people are going to have to go, unfortunately. We'll get rid of all these buildings and all these buildings. And then, again, we'll hook it up with some more of these little on-ramps and off-ramps. You're going to have one that comes off, and then one that comes back on, like that. And again, we'll see how the traffic goes. If it goes well, we'll upgrade that. Now, the tram. By the way, what I'll probably end up doing here, guys, is because there's quite a lot of the same stuff, I'm going to cut away in a second and do the same on this side here. But before we do that, I want to look at this tram, because the tram is something that I would like to keep. It's a new feature, and it's like our most used public transport. But we kind of have to think about this, because it has to go around the highway here. So what I'm thinking is we're going to have it go underneath the highway. So let's go back over to 2-lane road with the tram tracks, and let's go and see if we can have this go down underneath. There is a metro line there. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue. It totally is. Okay, let's see if we can go a little further down. I know there are 2 layers of how far down you can go. We might have to pull this back just a little bit. I shouldn't have pressed play because people are going to start flipping out when nothing works. Yeah, there we go. So we'll bring that over, and then we're going to have to push that one back a little bit to bring that up. There we go. The tram line does now go underneath, right? And that should connect up. If it doesn't, we can always take a look and see if we can fix the issues in the public transport section. But let's do the same thing on the other side here. Again, I think we have to... Did we bring it back? No, we didn't. So we should be able to get from there right down underneath. Again, we'll go across and we'll bring it back up as quick as possible. Beautiful. I kind of like how that one lines up nicely with the end of this, like, shopping line, kind of. And we should probably, like, get rid of this for now. This one's, like, a little bit further back. But that's fine. That's fine. Let's also quickly hook this back up, because this is just a bit of a mess. So we'll do that. like so. And what I'm going to do now, guys, is I am going to go away real quick. You know what, let's quickly hook this. You know what, I'm going to go away. I'm going to try and make this look a little bit nice. You get the general idea of what I'm trying to do. I'm going to try and hook this up in a way that looks nice. I'm going to try and hook this up over here back round to this. Actually, you know what I think I'll probably end up doing is hooking this up along here. It's going to go all the way out to the edge. Both of these are. And then I think we're going to have this go directly up and connecting to this. I'm going to have a big long highway that goes all the way up and connects to here. For now, what I'll end up doing is just doing something like that. Again, it's not the prettiest thing in the world by a long stretch, but what we'll end up doing for now is just something like that. So you can get to the end here and turn around. Can I do that? Can you not turn around there? Is that not allowed? I'd assume that was... Oh, is this all wrong? Ew, 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 ew. Nope, I want to fix that. I want to turn all this around. There we go. So you can turn around here right now. Kind of pointless, but what we'll end up doing is hooking that up all the way over here. But to do that, we have to move all of these train tracks, all these water pumps, and everything like that. So we'll work on that probably in a future episode. For now, I'm going to go away. I'm going to hook all of these roads back up to these little villages. And I'll be back in a second. Okay, and quite a while later, I have now hit play. We are now rapidly losing people, and also apparently completely out of power. Where is all of our power coming from? We've got solar panels. Oh yeah, okay, so everyone is actually not getting power. Alright, let's go ahead and hook everybody back up with a little bit of power here. So that's fine, going over to there. We will hook you guys, I guess, just back up over... Oh gosh, how am I going to do that? Let's do it over here. Let's do it like that, and like that. What? What? Let's do that. I don't know why. Actually, no, let's do... Why is there such a big long line? Let's do that. Okay. That should give everybody power. There we go. Alright, so I've gone ahead and hooked this back up over here in the middle. It's a bit of a mess right now. It doesn't look beautiful, but the plan... Oh, why have all you guys... Are we making enough power? We're making more than enough power. Oh, that's... What? Did someone leave? Alright, there we go, cool. So yeah, for now we've got these lines, and they don't look great, but my plan here is to fill in these areas in the middle. Like, I don't want these to just be massive blank areas like they are right now, and especially like over here as well. I don't want to have so much of a gap between the highway and where like all the stuff is. I don't want to have these... Why? What is... Are people... What is going... Oh, look at this. People are moving on either side, and it's making power a real big issue. But hopefully now people can get on and off of the highway pretty easily, and that should hopefully alleviate traffic pretty much everywhere. We're having a bit of a problem with sewage, but I'm pretty sure that's because of the power problem we're having, which we shouldn't. Look at this, people are just moving. You can't move when you're the person responsible for the power of like the whole quadrant of the city. But one of the problems that we had fairly recently, and like this could be an issue, so this does need some tweaking. I'm not gonna lie, we do need to tweak this a fair bit to make this work. Yeah, that one's definitely a little bit of an issue, but my plan is to not have the city look like it's made out of blocks. Like, up until recently, you know, there's like a block here, there's a block here, there's a block here, here. I want it to kind of flow nicely. I want it all to look like one big, giant bit of city. You know, I don't want it to look like these blocks. And so I kind of want to fill in these little bits here with, like, trees, little houses. You know, I want to have little roads. Probably not blocked roads. You know, I want to have maybe some smaller winding roads that come out over here. Like, maybe grab this tool for a change. I've never, ever used the freeform tool. But maybe grab this, you know, and have the road kind of zigzag a little bit. You know, have some nice windy roads that make up a nice little area between and kind of make the city look as if it's all one big place instead of just a mess of a place. Flipping, everyone is coming out of this area and trying to get into that area. They can get across here. I'm not quite sure. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at traffic here. And let's see if we can do some damage control. I'm not a fan of this, by the way. Like I mentioned before, I don't... Oh my god, what is this? I told you, geez, flipping garbage trucks. They make up all of the traffic. It's crazy. But like I said before, I'm not a fan of having the highway just kind of connect to roads like this. So I'll probably change this at some point in the future. I prefer very much to have these on and off ramps all over the place. But this This is not good. This is not good. Yeah, that's not good. But there's not a whole lot I can do about it, really. All these garbage trucks are trying to get into this area to collect all the garbage, and people are trying to get out of this area to get rid of the garbage. I got rid of the roundabout, but there's like a massive roundabout here. We got rid of the roundabout, and we're probably going to have to like either reinstitute the roundabout or move this a little bit so that it's in less of a junction. I think what we might have to do is connect it up. I'm going to pause real quick. Connect it up kind of like this, so that the cars have to go that way. Because that's not going to make as bad of a junction. And then maybe on the other side, I don't know if I want to go all the way out to this end. Like, we could just go all the way to over here, which would work, I guess, but would be a little bit hideous. Let's bring that up to there. And then can we just... Oh gosh, we're going to have to... Can we connect that up? That's not a straight line. Let's bring it back ever so slightly. Like that. Now can we connect it up? I'm going to bring it back just a tad more. Sure. Alright, beautiful. That works out fine. Let's turn that around. So now that road works. Electricity, we need to make sure people are still getting the power they need. Boom. Okay. Let's see how that ends up happening. So again, like I said before, this does result in quite a bit of traffic in the slowdown around the corner here. Yeah. Oh, geez. This is a lot of traffic. And also, let's go ahead and hook this up, I guess. Because right now, they have to go quite a distance to get where they need to go. So I'll put that there. People are complaining about, what, low land value? They're complaining about low land value. So we need to put down some kind of park or something over there to make that work. And other than the crime issue that we are apparently having over in this area, everything looks pretty good. There is some issues over here with public transport. That could be either bus lines or something else. Oh yeah, there's like a, okay. Can we get rid of that? Can we, yeah, okay. I see that there is a bus line going here. Can we get rid of that bus line real quick? Yeah, let's delete that line. So right now, I don't think we have any bus lines. Yeah, no, we are completely out of bus lines. So we are going to have to work on getting more of those set up again. I had to get rid of a lot of them because removing all the roads and stuff kind of messes things up quite a bit. But we're going to let this play out. I know it looks bad. Right now, it looks real bad. It looks like my plan has just failed miserably. But I'm going to leave it a little bit of time to kind of get going and see if it works. Because whenever I make a change to this game, you want to kind of leave it for a little bit, see if it like works, and then if it's not working in a little bit of time, then we'll come back and we'll change it again. You can see we didn't lose that many people. We're at 32,000. We lost like 2,000 or 3,000 overall there, and we're still almost at 1 million. We are making about half as much as we were at the beginning of the episode. But we'll see. So there are a couple of traffic issues still to nail out here. Most notably, these ones over here. Everyone's trying to get in over here. What we might want to do is allow people to get off here with a little highway ramp. Like that. So they can get off here, quickly turn around and get back in. Possibly. I'm not quite sure how the game routes people here. Oh, jeez. There is a mod. There is a mod that I've been playing with. I've been playing single player with a lot more mods. And there is a mod that lets you get rid of traffic lights. Which seems a little cheaty, but it's so helpful. Like, these traffic lights here, we can just have the cars keep going. Even though they should be stopping at traffic lights. So I might look into installing that between episodes just to make our traffic flow a little smoother. But for the most part, it seems to be doing okay around here. I don't think this is a good idea, actually, now I'm looking at it. Because I don't know, I think we should have it more like that. Unfortunately, the way that these roads work, they don't connect to these two-lane roads all that well. They connect very well with highways because they don't interfere with traffic. They don't slow cars down, but they do create intersections here, which is a bit of an issue. But hopefully it should be fine. You can see, again, the traffic is kind of slowed down a little bit over on this side, which is nice. If you look again, it's nowhere near as red now, which is good. It's kind of alleviated a little bit. It's still not great over here, mostly because people are trying to get out onto this road, which is not the best. Well, they're all coming from over here still. Again, let's wait for this to cool off a little bit and see if that changes. And actually, let's move this because right now it's connecting to this intersection, so it's kind of creating a four-way intersection. Let's try connecting that up. You know what? Let's move this further up. Let's move that up to like here. It's not in line with this anymore. But I'm hoping that will possibly result in less traffic. Yeah, that seems to have actually done a pretty good job. I like it. There is again an issue here, but again we can work with that. A lot of traffic seems to be centered around here, all the commercial vehicles trying to get to the shops, and we are having a bit of an issue still with low land value, but things are looking okay. Things are looking okay. There's still a lot of work to do. We've got a lot of work to do apparently with our police force, which is just crumbling by the looks of things. And also with kind of fixing this middle lane here, filling it up with some life, making it look like it's all one big city instead of just this like blocky mess that we've got right now. Trust me, we're making things look a little bit worse so that hopefully one day they will look a little bit better. But with that, guys, I'm going to end this episode of City Skylines Snowfall there. Thanks for watching. As always, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to like. If you've got any suggestions, leave them down in the comment section below. I always like reading the comments. And I will see you guys next time.